If you're struggling with binge eating, then there's probably 5 things that as a nutritionist, I can guarantee that you are struggling with. Number 1, you're not eating enough calories. Now, I know you may think, well, how can I not be eating enough calories? I am binging and overeating and therefore gaining weight. However, what I mean by this is you're not eating enough calories during the day prior to your binge eating episode. So what tends to happen is we tend to restrict our food, eat super light in the morning, skip lunch, and then when it comes to like 4 or 5 o'clock, our bodies like hit that wall and it's gonna drive us to eat. And it's gonna drive us for things that are high in calories, high in fat, and high in carbohydrate because it wants that energy in. Now, if you increase your food intake via calories throughout the day, then the chances of you binging are definitely a lot less. The second thing you're probably doing is having really big gaps in between your meals. A little bit similar to the first point that I made. However, even if you are getting in enough calories, if you're someone who struggled with binge eating in the past, then your body is going to recognize these big gaps, and then it is going to also drive you because it's going to become overwhelmed and compelled to want to get calories in. So eat frequently so you don't run into that trap. Number 3, you probably have a very low self-esteem and very negative mindset and thoughts about your body and how you are perceived in the world by other people. Improving your mindset and your relationship with your body is going to help you tenfold overcome binge eating. In fact, I would say it's probably one of the most important things you can do. The relationship you have with your body is so valuable in terms of your long-term mental health, and working to build on this is just essential for longevity and well-being. Number 4, you are probably associating food as good or bad. So we tend to, think of foods as off limit, like chocolate, candy, anything like that as sort of like a bad food source and it's completely off limits. And then when you restrict that, when you're around that food and you feel like you really want some and your energy intake is low, you tend to binge on it. So try not to restrict, try to think of everything in moderation. There is no good or bad food. There is just good or bad portions depending on your goal. And the final thing that I would say is you are comparing yourself to people on social media, such as like famous, Fitspo people with, very incredible bodies, but are probably not always looking that way either all year round, or, are probably taking advantage of lighting and things like that. So you want to have realistic expectations when it comes to your body image. I hope that helps. If you work on these 5 things, that should definitely help improve your binge eating or overeating episodes. And if you have any questions, pop them below as I'd love to help.